Okay then. can feel this frost down to my bones.
Outlander, will you trade with the Tanakh? A good enhancement.
Shamefully rude.
No point using fire against that. It'd be good to loot all the dead machines here. Might find the parts I'm looking for. Going down.
Outlander. I offer you an honorable trade.
What's she doing?
I have the supplies we need.
Using frost won't help here. Don't break my fall. Pain subsiding. seems quieter when it snows. Shock ammo won't do much. chill air is prickling my lungs. Would you look at that? Now this'll do some damage.
Outlander,
Brate ga
I offer
kokorito.
you an honorable trade.
Evo sad ću opet, brate. Brate ga kokorito. Ne vidim ovaj chat ovdje haos.
Honor and strength.
Sad ću još jednom prevrtati. Nadam se da je Apex sada. Da li je sad Apex? Nije, i dalje tamo sad.
Setting it on fire, won't I? Much better.
Da, lutamo ga. Ovog puta sam ga zapalio.
Well, hello.
próximo vamos. Pásalo.
A lot of debris. What happened here? Better take a closer look. Snow crunch on it. Keep it up! Maybe I should look around more before I move on. Okay, better take a look at that debris. Deluxe mask. Something tore through this place. It looks like there's a trail of debris I can follow up the mountain. Place to rest. Trail ends here.
Hello? Anyone here?
Nothing. No sign of a machine attack either. Maybe one of those big storms swept through. If there was anyone here, they're long gone now.
Salimos de...
Slowing gently.
To je kako temperatura, brate. Ti bolje. Marelli joined the channel. Malele!
Shield resistant to shock.
Jebate, vas ti svima last.
I rush it.
Ovo mi je najjači lik u cijeloj igrici, brate. Ovaj Fire nije Klaus Strider, nego je Fire Klaus Strider, brate. Vidi ga. Mali smarat. Ćao.
Yeah.
hod, sad.
My fingers feel stiff in this cold. Better use something other than fire.
Moje, brate. Da. Ova crna slika, ne, pa to je, još nisam otkrio.
I feel the ground tremble beneath that mountain of a machine. Big box deck. Sad ću da vidim. Beži prasta od mine, brate. Ekstra. Sviđa mi se muzika kad napada sklon. Još jedan tip. Pa sigurno nije zahtevni ništa, ne verujem da je zahtevni. Fire won't help here.
A sve jedno, ide sve na low. Ali nije to kad igraš sve na low, ne. Dobro.
I'll stash this away for later.
Vidi putanju od ovog, brate, mili. Da, može, vidio sam ja isto, pala je cena grafički dosta. Hvala Bogu pa je pala, brate. Eto šta bude kad prvo završiš side questove. Ubijem ovog slona iz triput, brate, uskoro ću iz jednom. On je, brate, ono neki boss. Zračno, 2 strele i ćao. Imaš li se nabuđio pun torcoj, da, vrat. E, ali ovo mi se sviđa novo oružje što su stavili, gledaj ovu foru. Imaš fora, ovo obeležiš, na primjer, neprijatelja. Viš, i ovaj sad prava se trči i ima obeleženu ovu strelu. I kažem ovom mom, brate, da ga juri. Konju ovom. Mojim konjini. Pogodiš ga s ovom strelom i kažeš svojim konju da juri robot, ono, ekstra fora. To oružje, a vidi ovo oružje, ovo je ekstra isto. Pazi ovo. Gledaj ovo. Pazi ovu foru, ovo pre nije bilo. Gle. A? Imaš tebi kao zid, brate. I tu se štekaš iza toga, brate. To i naravno ovaj tripwire. Pogledaj, evo mi se dža, brate, u fullu. Ti možda prolaziš, ali strele njihove ne mogu, ono, viš. Ekstra fora. Pazi, evo, grafika je strava i glider, da. A gledaj ovo oružje što imam, brate, ono, bukvalno buši, brate, kroz sve i svašta. Možeš oklop da mu probušiš jako i ono nabuđen. Gledaj ovo. Probušilo drvo, brate, pogledaj. Tako mu oklop, brate, probuši. Da, kao termin bušilica, brate. I to baciš ono i on ga, brate, sabuši u fullu. To, brate, ili imaš ovu... Gledaj ovo. Ima ovo baca koplje, ali koplje je bukvalno kao raketa, brate. Kao da imaš bazuku. Gledaj. Bazuka, pazi. Otkine, brate, u fullu je. Čekaj da ga lanciram u nabi. Si vidio? Ekstra, brate. Ali ovo mi je u fullu, brate. Ima još mnogo, brate, od oružja novo. Imaš svašta, brate, nešto. I ovo je ekstra fora. To možeš da im zakačiš, na primjer, ako je neki robot, na primjer, otporan na struju ili na nešto, ono, na led, šta god, brate. Ti mu ovo prikačiš, brate. Prikačiš mojim. Viš? I on sad nosi ovaj kanister sa strujom. I ti sad uzmeš ono, brate, što aktivira, brate, struju. I on eksplodira, brate. Ili sa vatrom, znači odradili su ekstra, viš. Koliko sam prešao story, evo sad ću ti pokažem. Vidim što je bilo ovdje. Da, ovaj mi je bio ovdje. Evo, main questova 10, side questova 20. $59.11 mi je ostalo. A oni, Hades je bio aktiviran, brate, od onih što su iz svemira. Da pobiju sve na planeti, da bi ovi što su bili u svemiru naselili planetu, oni beta, brate.
You can get used to this.
Viš, nije mi se još otvorilo ovo je verovatno neki quest. Ja sam ovdje došao ono preko brde i dolina. Jer je open world, verovatno još nisam trebao tu da dođem. Jer mi nije otvorilo. Nisam, oni su negdje ovdje žive. Odvojeni su na ostrovu, evo su ovdje. Ne znam da li vidiš kroz mapu, ali imaju zgrade, brate, ono sci-fi i čuvaju ih oni roboti, katastrofa. Vrhunski, nego moram ovaj kaldron da završim ovaj. I kroz priču trebam da završim ovaj. Sad ću im, brate, ovaj quest glavni. A počeo sam da radim, da jurim počeo sam da jurim Apex termotras, znači ovog slona, ali mnogo jačeg. I treba mi, brate, jedan on i treba mi 4 Dreadwing. Ovo ne znam šta je Dreadwing. 4 delova od tog Dreadwinga i jedan Apex, da bi ovo moje odelo što ona nosi nabuđio do kraja. A pošto još nisam ono dotle stigao da bi to uradio, mora da radim još malo vidi ovdje nešto ima. Da ću tu da doći. Mora da radim main questove. Sad ću da vidim ovaj main quest koji mi je zadnji. Znam da mi je zadnji bio da vratim još neki subrutinski program. Guy. Došli su prijatelji, ono imamo svoju bazu, imamo sve. Podelile im fokuse, sad i oni uče na ovim fokusima. Sad ću da vidimo gdje mi je main quest. Sad da vidimo što. A nemoj samo da ga ono, brate. Nemoj da ga pretrčiš, brate. Bukvalno možeš da ga pretrčiš, ali nećeš moći da ubijaš ovako robote iz 2 put, brate. Ima da se namučiš. Da, imam svoju bandu. Ja mislim da ove ptice mogu, brate, da se... Mislim da mogu ove ptice, brate, da ih, ono, brate, da kako kažem, jašiš, brate, ono, da letiš sa njima. Evo je, vidi je. Slaba je na vodu. Znači da je prosto. Ovo je smaragd, je teško, mnogo veliki je smaragd.
Come on, come on!
Još jedan delić, ajde. O. A vidi ovo gore kako kulira. Sad ću da je, brate, koknem raketom, ubit ću je. Jebe mi ti ja tu. Jel vidiš? Da, ova u Zero Dawn nema, ovo je nova.
Snow's coming down heavy.
Evo još jedno ovdje. Da vidimo šta kaže na vodu i ova isto. Yes. Ovo mi se sviđa što ima u Zero Dawn, ova strela je za skidanje delova na jač. Gledaj se dobro. Delove koji ti trebaju za loot. Vidiš? Već, mene tom plazmom. Sam je lansirao, brat. Vidim gdje su delovi ispali, evo. To je to. Ima još neki deo, znam da ima sigurno. Da, evo. Da, prešao sam sve, evo ti prvi deo, čekaj da vidiš. Pogledaj prvi deo. Ultra hard, nije na hard nego na ultra hard prvi deo. Viš, nema dalje, brate, 100%. A ovaj ću naravno 100%, brate, samo idem redom, ovo, vidiš. Dok se ne pređemo, nema ništa, brate. A granata pretrčiš ovakvu igricu, brate.
Looking up for that.
Da. Sve, igram sve koje volim, brate, one koje mi se sviđaju, sve. Evo ti je main quest. Main quest mi je sljedeći... Da dođem tu. Ajde. Hvala AZG Borma. Napokon meni. Okay, Born. A few years later, Dexter gonna do some main quest. Ajde, radit ću ja main quest ovdje, ajde. Ili da uradim Cauldron ili main quest. 11. main quest. Evo. To je ovo ovdje. Main quest.
She's with us. Let her pass. Outlander, Chief Acaro and Marshal Catalo await you within.
Da, onda me čeka. Ovdje je, brate, pazi šta su ovdje uradili likovi. Ovdje je bio muzej, brate. Ovo je u stvari muzej o vojsci, brate, i ko nekoj elitnoj grupi koja se zove Dexter, koja je ratovala protiv mašina. I ovi divljaci našli taj muzej i napravili svoje pleme po elitnoj jedinici, kao ono iz prošlosti, brate.
The coal route should be starting soon. Once it's done, I'll be able to access the chamber below
Jer
the
oni ne
power
znaju
stone
da su ovi, brate,
and ether.
ispod ovog, vidiš, ispod ovoga je glavni kompjuter ITER za kontrolisanje. Sad će da vidiš. Verovatno će da traži da se bojim,
The
da se
chief
borim.
awaits you in the arena, past the throne.
Vidiš. Evo, ovdje je, brate, pogledaj, ovdje je avion, zove se Razor Blade. Oni, brate, misle da je ovo, brate, ono kao neki bog nešto, brate, a ono avion Razor Blade. A ispod mi se nalazi ovaj AI. Vidiš. Among these colonel Edward je dobro, ovdje sad priča kako su ovi vojnici do GTF 10. Da, uglavnom se to radi.
This must lead to the arena.
Imam Ghost of Tsushima online, ali hoću, uzet ću kasnije da igram. Još jedan ovaj. To all guests at museum, please remember to wear light protective clothing when visiting or outdoor exhibitions. Dust, gloves, sun shades, respiratory mask, wearable features. Da, ovdje napravili su, brate, ovdje bazu, ovi u muzeju. I gledali ove holograme. Evo ga. Da, grafika je u Ghostu malte ne, brate, kao u Horizonu, brate. Sad će ovdje da bude šibanje, sigurno neko ekstra, da uzem, brate, drugu odeću. Novi... Pazi šta ima, brate, ova... outfit. Legendarni outfit. Pa ću da vidim u čemu se radi ovdje. Kurčenje, da.
It's another part of the ruins.
Sad ću da vidimo šta hoćemo od mene, ali završio sam u quest što je tražio. Verovatno ću i ja unutra isto da se šibam, sad ću da vidimo. S ovim učenikom jadnim što nema ruku, u prethodnom live-u smo završavali poslu za ovog. A ovo je glavni poglavica, vidi, brat. Ima radijator na glavi.
It seems you've had to move mountains to bring the Sky Clan to heal. Literally.
Cataldo helped.
Yes. Tekote reprimanded for all the clan to see. You both served well. But now the cool route is at hand.
Da, verovatno ću dole da se šibam.
Some have come to
Ovo je dole
compete,
arena.
others to bear witness. They know Regala will come for me.
I'll do whatever it takes to hold up my end, as long as you remember yours. So what's the plan?
Katalo,
There are only two viable ways to attack the arena. Through the throne room you just passed, and by the trail on the north end. We've set up barricades at both. But if Regala means to assault the cool route with machines, she will have to attack by the trail.
you will join our defenders there. Hold the line, and I'll have my marshals. You will be free of my service and receive your reward. Make whatever preparations you must. Once the cool route begins, you must see it through.
The grove, the arena, it's all part of the same ancient structure?
Yes. Here the land remembers the sacrifice of the Ten. Their deeds commemorated for
Biti
eternity.
gadno, a vidjet ćemo kako će da bude.
Sacrifice.
Jedva
The
čekam,
visions
brate.
tell us that on the ground below, they gave their lives in a fight against machines. We honored them by holding the cool route where they fell.
Ajde.
You called them peacekeepers, but the marshals I met at the embassy were warriors.
Warriors, yes, but more. They renounced the clan that birthed them and pledged themselves to order and peace. They enforce my law. They settle disputes and stand for Tanakh in parley with other tribes. Without them, I cannot rule.
I know where I'll be. What about you two?
I will be here with the chief. where I belong. Should the fight reach us, we will take the blood owed for our fallen.
If it comes to that, the defenses will hold.
Let's get this over with.
Good. You'll find Deca at the north barricade with the rest of our defenders. Strike true as the 10. I'll see you when this is done.
Hvala, to je na custom fire.
There's armor in that chest. Take it. It might prove useful.
Ima neki armor, sad se ne vidimo šta mi je dao. A, ima nova, brate, sad će da vidimo.
May it keep you safe.
Sad će koji mi dao armor, brate. Novi armor, baš me zanima. Čekaj. Da, imam. Vjerojatno sam imao već taj. Ili ne. Koji desi, brate. Možda mi još nije učiti tako. Tenkat Marshall. Tenak Marshall. Možda već imam taj Marshall. Da, 60 postuma. Skirmisher. Rutešter. Ovaj, evo ga. To je taj, kaže heavy weapon, stealth tier plus 1, low health regeneration. Vidimo kako izgleda. Gledam ko ptica sad, vrat.
We'll assist Marshal Catalo regarding the machine. We all have our orders. We'll see the crew reach through.
Sharp blade to your enemies.
Be guided by the 10. The marshal shall stand at...
Padre, meni što mi je žao što nema zapisi, pa bit će možda. Možda nek...
Sentries will need to... Be vigilant today.
It's your hand that made this happen, Outlander.
I've got some shards riding on...
Sad ću da vidimo šta ćemo da radimo.
Spirit of the Tanakh is found in the cool room. Let the blades... The spirit of the Tanakh that...
Mr. Cote.
Your blade be made.
Evo ga ovaj.
Didn't think the Sky Commander himself would be joining us today.
If there's a chance my challengers will be facing Regala, it is only right their commander join in their fate.
Or maybe you need to save face after what happened at the Bulwark.
Careful now. Sometimes sharp wits bring out sharp spears.
I'd save my spear for Regala's troops, if I were you.
War or no war, the hunting grounds stay open.
Okay. Hikaru's defenders should be at the end of this trench.
Dexter mi je tu.
We are not alone in this fight.
Da, ovdje će da bude neka borba u polu. Glava. Amo kamenčići.
Focus on the machines. Take them down. And Regala's forces become no different from our own.
Yes, Chaplain.
Watch each other's backs.
Dismissed.
Dismissed.
A pazi, pozdrave uzeli od holograma, ono, vrat.
Our soldiers are ready. They will defend the cool route from below. But from above...
Not bad. Where did you get it?
One of our squads ripped it off a fallen machine. The
Hvala
armor
ti,
is
Grim, za...
yours. Regala
Stay.
may have her tricks, but you will show her our teeth.
Uvijek tako malo ljudi i mašini. Da, uvijek tako malo ljudi odabrani s tamo. A, evo su.
The cool route is upon us! Our struggle demands new blood!
Sad ću da vidimo ovo što se dešava.
Release the quarry!
A, pa da. Sad treba da se dokažem pred njima, ali...
Challengers!
Approach!
All who take down a machine shall be named Marshal. Remember the 10! Strike from the air as they did and seize your glory!
Hvala, vidim. Sad će slon, sigurno je slon. A, Ravengeri. Da.
Hold them back! Defend the cool route!
Prvo ovog Ravengera, brate. Ima još jedan Avenger. Da, evo. Dva, ne jedan. Idemo tako da se igramo, ajde. Конечно, avanza отделывает. Avanza отделывает, брат.
There can't be all of them.
There.
Daj, da je slon sigurno. A ne, ovo što kopa, brate, ispod zemlja na kornjaku.
Hold the defenses! Go!
A Ramanđer, ba šta će ga srediti? Ako će da bude on. Ono što kopa kao. Evo je! I brate! Eto je takvala. Evo je. Ne stiži je. Zmija! Litrofang.
Get to the weapon! If I can draw that thing close, open fire! Hey! That's right, over here, you big worm!
A nije worm, brate, nature can.
Hopefully the Deluxe has only a few shots from that ballista.
Evo, sad ću da izaznavam. Gotova zmija. Da, ovo mi je lagano. Čekaj prvo da je lutam, brate.
Regala went after Hikaru and Katalo. I gotta get to them.
Pa vidjet ću Assassin's Creed, ali igram već Assassin's Creed ono po redu. Tako da moram prvo da završim prethodne, pa onda kad dođe na red, onda ću da igram te. Sad se gleda šibamo, sad moram da uzemo ovu. Znači da se bijemo u fullu. Resident Evil tone, brate, razbija Resident Evil. Vidio sam ga, dobro je. Pade ovaj Blade. Pade avion, jel? Sad će avion da razbije, sigurno da može se neći.
This isn't finished! I'll be back with everything I have!
Jej!
And all who stand with Hikaru will be run red.
Malac, on je na stolu. Ja znam što da radim posle svim. Kukavica, bijesno, samo bijesno.
At attention. You fought well. Proved yourself against enemies both metal and flesh. I name you all Marshal. Your first order is to secure the arena from any remaining rebels. Go.
A pazi, pozdravljaju se ono, brate, od holograma što su vidjeli, brate, ove prethodne vojnike, brate.
I should have finished Regala. But now she'll be back with more machines. Stronger than ever.
I'll do what I can to help.
No, you've done enough. Far more than our bargain called for. When we first met, you spoke of your true mission on which all depends. I wasn't certain if I believed you
Da,
then,
ovaj armor je legendarni.
but I believe in you now.
Od
So lead
5
me.
kao dela napravili ste
Get
ovo
to
jedno.
your task.
What will you do?
Tend to the wounds. What you need is there. Take it. Your deeds today will be remembered like those of the 10.
Da, našminkao sam je. Evo ga, brate. Tab rutinski AI. Deo od Gaje. Evo. Tu si, brate. Aether.
Aether's below.
Da skočim na ovo, brate, merdivne, lepo se spustim ili da parašutiram.
What is this place?
Sigurno ovdje ima još neke skrivene fore. Nisam samo ove skillove sve, brate. Mogu bi još neki skill da joj dodam. To bi na Warriora moglo da bude, brate. Burst Fire mi toliko baš ono i ne zapinje. Nije ovo isto, ovo sam završio. Mogu bi ovaj da... Plant forage, get more resource from plants. 2, 4... Power shredder. To, može ovo. Može ovo. To, još malo im.
There. That console.
Znači on je glavni, ovo je Gaia kernel console. Bukvalno operativni sistem koji kontroliše, brate, vazduh na planeti. Vidimo još nešto. Da, evo ovdje. Tu. Vidiš ovo, brate, sve serveri, brate, pogledaj. Serveri, brate, ispod zemlje koji kontrolišu, brate, vazduh na planeti, brate. Samo što vi to nemaju pojma u čemu se radi. Sve serveri, pogledaj šta ga. Ko za Minecraft jebote ovo.
Come on, Aether.
Go
Time to go home.
Gaia. Čuš je ko priča? Elizabeth, Robert, Alpha Prime.
Master override activated. Restoring either subordinate function to original code.
Got it. Now to get this back to Gaia.
Eto ti Cone, jedan quest. Stav rutinska kontrola za vazduh vraćena. Da se vratim u bazu. Da. Sad ćeš da vidiš, brate, kako mi baza ovo, brate, izgleda. Da li ovdje ima neki side quest, to me zanima, brate.
The marshals are securing the arena.
11 od 18. 12. Vjerovatno ima još. Ovdje je muzej, vazduhoplovni muzej i vojni muzej. Dobro, hoću da ratim posle live i da pročitam lepo, ali uglavnom znam u čemu se radi. Priča od vojnika, šta su i šta su radili, kome su služili i kako se ovo sve desilo. Vidiš hologram, brate. A oni su po ovim hologramima i ovo sve, brate, od tenkova i ovo sve crtali, brate, po sebi ovo. Ove teži i ovo sve. Evo ga avion.
The words of the Ten are now clear to us.
Here,
this must be the vision that Chief Icaro saw years ago.
To je to.
All of the visions are changed.
Oni to zovu
The
visions,
visions
brate.
throughout the grove are different
A u
now.
stvari to, brate,
And this one is
hologram i sve,
disappeared.
brate.
Is this your doing?
Yeah.
Visions have changed.
Gledaju 3D televizor, brate, a oni misle da su ovo vizije, nemaju
That's the one
pojma,
that
brate.
inspired Chief Icaro.
More testimony of the old ones.
Hear now the words that reunited a people. Following the tragic events of the war, Anne Faraday, the chief architect of the reconciliation effort, addressed a nation in need of hope.
If we look into the future, the lens of the recent past, our fears loom. Wars waged against machines, scarcity of food and water, storms that drive us from our homes. But true courage means facing those fears with conviction instead of cynicism. Leading the peacekeeping effort with these brave men and women, these marshals of the new Southwest, has strengthened my conviction that when we are united, we can overcome any threat.
A ovo ima svoje maršale, brate.
Join us
Da.
in that conviction as we strive for a nation and a world without want or war.
Ovo ima svoje maršale, a viš kako se puno vidjeli od njih, brate. Razumeš, to pozdravljanje. I sad će oni njih da pozdravljaju. Eto ti kaš. Sad će Jeloj. Reci. Nije baš briga, brate. Ne, nemaju oni fokusi, sad će vidiš ko ima fokus. Nego ovi su napravili svoj klan po ovom muzeju, brate, po ovim vojnicima, brate.
Reporting for duty.
Jel vidiš?
I'm coming with you.
But Icaro needs you.
Because of you, he has new marshals. And a rallying cry the clans cannot ignore. So I will stand with you on your mission. Give
Superland.
Whatever is left of my life.
Vidjet ću što je to sad.
It is
Dok
what
ne
I
završim
choose.
Horizon 100% i
that?
sve, brate, neću da igram ništa.
Carl, there's someone who wants to join us. I need you to meet him in the foothills and guide him the rest of the way.
On it.
Ne, pričaj, brate, sa fokusom, ono.
Go to the mountains, west of Plainsong. A friend of mine will meet you on the ascent. I'll join you when I can.
A friend of yours. Should be interesting.
All right. I need to get Ether back to Gaia. Seems like capturing it did something to the other holograms, too. Might be worth checking out.
Da, sad pogledamo sve holograme. Jer svi su se promenili, brate. Sigurno ima neka priča još. I novi questovi, brate, vidiš.
If Regala wants a fight, she'll get right here.
Sad je verovatno završen.
A word, if you will?
Out in the field or relaxing at base, Joint Task Force 10 acted as one. Led by Colonel Edward De La Hoya, their bodies and weapons were always honed for battle. Meals, ink, roses. These tender ways of the
Da vidiš ove šare, brate, to sve njihove, brate, oni vidjeli i stavljali na sebe, brate. Čekaj, ima još negdje hologrami, ovi, znam da ima.
Discover how JTF-10 claimed
Halo,
the field
Infinity.
advantage in the desert. JTF-10 seized key assets all across the desert. Where others feared the Mojave's raging sandstorms, JTF soldiers used them for cover, crippling enemy supply lines.
Ali ovi avioni su tako bili oni. Još 6 ovih mora da nađu negdje tu su. Oni skriveni.
Observe the grit of JTF-10 in the mountainous regions of the hot zone. Trained to outlast, conditioned for any climate. JTF-10 were elite defenders in even the most remote mountain landscapes.
Superland, pogledaj Superland.
I'll join too then.
Honor and strength.
I wasn't asking you to. I know. Maybe Detective can fight from the arena.
12. Evo ga avion. Viš kako se zove.
My strength is yours.
F-38, Razor Wing. Tako se zove ovaj avion. Is one only for surviving planes used by Joint Task Force 10 during the Horde Zone crisis. Avion u full. Nego ovdje još ima nešto što niste završili. Ovaj neki...
Blood of the Ten, Aloy. Regala denied. The truth of the visions revealed. I doubt you have enough skin to mark all your deeds.
We'll just have to remember them then.
Oni šta god urade, oni istetoviraju, brate, to.
Well, thanks to you, the chief still lives. And hope remains. But that's not why I wanted to speak with you.
Ne znam šta je Superland.
I need a favor. A personal one. My grandson, Cavo. He was not counted among the dead, which means he must still be with Regala's remaining forces.
He was taken prisoner.
No. He joined them willingly. Like many young soldiers who seek to mark their skin with distinguished deeds. I must search for him, Convince him to come home. Chief Hikaru cannot spare any soldiers for this task, so my blade is alone in this. Unless you'd be willing to join me. I know it is much to ask after all you've done for us. But Kavo is the last of my blood.
What made Kavo join Regala's rebellion?
For some, Regala represents a chance of vengeance against the Karja. During the Red Raids, it wasn't easy to turn the clans back at Barren Light. Many wanted to pursue the Karja all the way to Meridian.
So when Regala attacked the embassy, they took it as a call to arms.
Yes. But others, the young especially, care only about the glory they think they'll earn by hunting an age-old enemy. As for Kavo, it was probably a bit of both. And a youthful desire for a cause to get the blood burning. Nothing I said could stop him.
So if Kavo didn't listen to you when he joined the rebels, what makes you think he will now?
Kavo was too young to fight during the Red Raids. War was a stranger to him. But he must have experienced the suffering it brings by now. He will listen. He must. I just have to find him before it's too late.
You said Kavo's your last living relative?
Yes. Before Chief Hikaru, the clans warred constantly with each other. Every skirmish claimed another comrade. One by one, I buried my children. And then, their children.
I'm sorry.
I tried to vent my grief on the battlefield, but I never found comfort there. Only in the wisdom of the visions. And even so, I still couldn't prevent Kavo from following the trail of blood.
If Kavo joined Regala's rebellion of his own accord, will Hikaru let him back into the tribe?
The chief knows the value of mercy, and the toll of unending bloodshed. It's the rest of the tribe I'm more concerned about. They won't quickly accept someone who betrayed them. Even with my support, it won't be easy.
But you have to try. I'll help you find your grandson, if I can. Where do we start?
A while back, our scouts reported Kavo's squad left one of Regala's outposts in the hills to the south. His squad never returned, but the scouts also spotted one of our own being held captive there.
So we'll start at the outpost. If we free the prisoner, maybe they'll know where Kavo's squad went.
Shall we head out?
Why not?
I have some other things to take care of first. I can meet you there.
I'll wait for you on the hill crest southeast of the grove. We'll make our way to the outpost from there. Until then, strike true.
Okay. But
know that I got some new pieces since we last went toe-to-toe.
May your blade be bright. Well, good thing I have a little something
the
called
name of the
strategy.
Talk yourself up all you want.
Honor and strength.
Walk with strength.
The tribe has asked so much of her already.
Champion, I fear we must lean on your strength and generosity again.
Just tell it to her straight, Ducka. The tribe needs the arena. She's our only hope to getting it open again.
You need the arena? But the cool route's over.
That's true, but we also use the arena to boost the tribe's morale.
We use it for training. Herd in machines so our soldiers can experience the glory of the kill in a controlled setting.
Which, of course, boosts morale. But Chief Hikaru won't let us reopen the arena until the ballista protecting the field is repaired.
We need it in case a machine runs amok, and it was damaged during the cool route. The parts we need aren't easy to find.
I get it. You need me to hunt down some machines and grab the parts.
We'd ask someone else, but every squad in the Grove is on alert. But the task is not without compensation, right, Kala?
Of course. Once the arena is open again, I would be honored to invite you to compete. A wide variety of machines will be available.
And I will award you prizes for victory, not just from the arena, but also for medals won at hunting grounds. You'll be able to trade them for some of the tribe's very best gear.
To fix the ballista, we'll need a sinew from a rollerback, along with some bristleback tusks. Both kinds of machines have been spotted near a campfire to the southeast. When you're done, bring the parts to me at the maw of the arena, on the northeast side of the grove.
Okay, I'll see what I can do.
One more thing. If you're going back into the wilds, I have another duty tied to our soldiers' morale. A regrettable one. Every Tenakth soldier carries a tag carved with their squad symbol. Rebels have been hoarding the tags of the soldiers they kill. You might find such tags at any enemy outpost. If you do, bring them to me. I'll make sure they're returned to the soldier squad mates and loved ones. Having confirmation sometimes soothes their grief. And there are bounties involved, if that matters to you.
I've already found some of those tags.
I don't have anything to pay you with here. Bring them to me at the maw of the arena when you can.
Thank you, champion. And please don't forget the parts for the ballista.
Vi ste bre ludi, bre. Hajde vidimo ovaj quest. Ili da vratim prvo... Da već imam, brate. HCL, jesmo HCL, brate. Čovjek igra igrice, ono non stop, brate. Jedan možda od boljih, brate, naš na Balkanu. HCL odavno, brate. Tako mu i logo, HCL, ono, naravno. Pa vidio, ko nije vidio HCL, brate. Fire Club Strider. Da, jeste, balkanski red bread, pa jest. Ali ono, tebra, kad imaš mogućnosti kompu, bratu, okej, i ono sve, naravno da možeš sve to da radiš. Da, kad izađe, pa to mu je, brate, ono, malte ne postao, brate. Kad ti kažeš balkanski red bread. Konjine.
Just like Kala said. Gonna have to take it down. Be a lot of fun if we stick to shock ammo.
Pristalo što treba da uzmemo od ovog rollerbacka. Kill the rollerback. Samo to. Makar da mu uzmemo repanđu, brate, repanđa mu vredi i bruka. Ovom jednom i još jednom u prvicu i to je to. Ovim rollerbacku ova repanđa, brate, vredi bogatstvo. Dobre. Čekaj, nešto si imun. Ne viksi, no. Nešto nisi imun, evo. Kistelin.
Fix the override one. I should be able to move it, huh?
Jasno. Zaglitalo.
It's over. Time to salvage that signal. There. I should get back to Kala. Hand over the parts.
Ovo je način, ovaj lik ovdje, brate. Gledaj se ovo. To, rollerback repanđa, brate, zlatan. Zlatan loot. Da se vratim na mjesto gdje sam došao.
Glide in.
Vidi ovi mali smarači, odakle. Mogu bi da hakujem jednog. Isto radi zabavu. Koji je otišao? Evo ovaj gore je otišao. Ovaj dole nije, ali zato je ovaj gore otišao. I ovo je ekstra deo što možeš da ih hatuješ da budu agresivni ili ofenzivni. Se, brate, ovako na gomilu. Samo kad im krne jedno. Volim ovaj one shot kill, brate, ono. A vidi ovaj Batista, brate, on i dalje radi svoj posao ovdje. Stvarili smo haos ovdje. Pogledaj loot. Do kada ćeš streamovati? Pa vidjet ću, brate, do 3. Jer radim prvu. Moram da sam u 6 na poslu. Da, još sam u... Tone, pa vidi da li je tu, brate, možda pogledaš te live. Jer si tu, Tone? Ne čuje, ne znam. Čekaj da uključimo i Shield Weaver, brat. Shield Weaver nisam uključivao, da. Evo ga. To je to, ovo je bilo najjači, da kažemo, delo, brate, u celoj igrici, u prvom delu, ovo je Shield Weaver. Ovakva je ona bila uopće. I taj se štit regenerisano, baš je bilo ekstra. Ovdje će sad da mi nestane. Nestao. Više dima 3. Da. A možda je pustio ono da gleda AFK. Možda ja AFK. Vjerovatno ne piše, brate, ali tu je. Zato da što moram mu pokažem da vidi, brate, ovo. Čekaj, daj, evo. Da vidiš Las Vegas, brate. Da vidiš ovu foru ekstra što su radili. To ne ode, nije tu zgleda. Možda je AFK. Ovo je isto ekstra, ovo je jedna od žešćih fora u igrici. To je ceo grad, brate, u hologramu, brate. Las Vegas.
Remedies for all who need.
Vidim ja, mora da se prodaje i da se malo nakupujem. Nije glupo. Drugo neće. Neće drugo, nema veze. Gledaj ovo.
Heard you cleared out a rebel outpost.
I had a spear like that, I could have yeah! You're far from home, Nora. We all know why your right hand is stronger, because I cracked it. The West will take years off your life, Brad.
Gledaj ovo.
From journeys unknown, the Nora returned to the teller of tales and keeper of ornaments. So, are you feeling festive? Take your pick.
I want to see this one.
And so the wordsmith set out to bring new light to the ruins above. This must have been the Feast of the Crescent Moon. But they couldn't have celebrated every crescent moon, could they? By the Forge, that'd be a lot of feasts.
Možeš opet da promeniš ovo.
Good to see you again, Aloy. So, did you want to change the lights?
Ima svašta.
Let's go with this one.
I'll get right to it.
Sad će isto radi, nek bude isto.
Now, what do rabbits, eggs, and flowers have to do with each other? Signs of spring, maybe.
I haven't seen a Tanakh patrol in some time. Is that your doing?
Sorry about that, Brad.
Da, to možda menjaš šta god želiš, a da bi mogo da menjaš moraš da završiš, brate, neke zadatke. Čekaj da isfarmam malo ove. Da završiš ovdje misiju posljednju. To imaš ovdje u Vegasu, pokupiš isto AI core. Pa da ti se ovo uključi, sve radi normalno.
Should hit it with frost ammo.
Da nalutam ove, trebaju mi ovim delovi od njih. Još jedna švitica bi treba. Pa ovdje ima nov termus. Ne steri da je ovdje slon, brat, u sve pustinje. Do jaja, brat. Ne steri stavi slona ovdje, brate, pa nije bio pre slona ovdje. Da li je ovo Apex? Ako je Apex termotras, sigurno je Apex. Apex mi treba. Jeste, ti mi trebaš. Treba mi delić, 4 delice, šta je ovo, šta je... Bote tornado. To mi treba ovaj... Quest resource. Za odelo, brate, da sredim odelo. Apex Thermos Heart. Heart mi treba srce. Znači, srce da bi uzeo... To nije, 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 nije. Primary nerve nije, nije, nije. I nemoj srce. Aha, evo. Tremor Heart. Obtain only from Apex Tremor Scabretti Weapon. 100% se dobija samo da gubiješ. Dobro. Nebitno kako, samo da ga znači ubiješ. I dobit će se to srce, 100% se dobija. Znači da napravimo putanju da idemo gdje se ovaj kreće. Da, u prvom delu je bio ograničen inventory i fokus je radio drugačije. Na primjer, sada ako skeniraš mašinu i fokus bude uključen, dok ovdje glavni delovi neki, da kažem, od mašine budu zauvek obeleženi i lakši za uništavanje. Jer ti non stop tu stoji, brate, znaš što treba da radi. Vidimo na što je slab. Na struju. Da li gađam struju da se zezam ili... Ajde, hoću to nešto se zezam. Treba da se nabode na moju zamku. Nešto mi nedostaje, samo nedostaje mi ono kad se sakri u žbun, pa ono oko, brate, da pokaže da li vidi mašine ili ne. Ali okej, može i ovaj indikator. Može i ovaj indikator isto žuti. Prođemo kroz noge, jao! Sad će bude zabavno.
Now's my chance!
Bilo to. Pa da, ali otprilike ono kapiram ono kako ide. To je to. E sad, ovaj Dreadwing Metal Fang. Dreadwing Metal Fang. Još nisam naišao na tu životinju, robot. Ne znam gdje, nisam otkrio još. Možda ovdje? Možda. Znam da i ovdje negdje zmijurina. Da li ovdje beše? Ili... Ili ovdje. Ovdje ja mislim da je zmija. Ništa, idem da se vratim Gaju. Krenuo sam ovo delo da sredim, ali evo sad ću ovaj main quest da vratim Hater. Pa ću posle da pomognem onoj da vrati unuka, pa onda da popravimo arenu. Kada počeli su resursi da mi se smanjuju. Da, okej. Počeli su resursi da se smanjuju, mogao bih da se nalutam, da ubijam ove. Tako ću jedan dan ceo samo da idem, brate, i da kokam dok mi se ne vrate ovi. Da, otišao je Con. Otišao ja, ovaj glavni deo nije video, dobro, ako bude gledao, brate. Main quest, da vratimo vidiš, ovdje mi se sviđa što ima ovdje bazar i ovdje se sad sve što, brate, dešava. Tu je Erand, tu su i ostali, brate, i uče, brate, od fokusa, ono, kao što je i trebalo da svi uče od ovog fokusa, međutim, uništena im bila biblioteka za učenje. Da prvo popričam sa njima, pa ću onda da vratim for. A ja imam i sa njim sad da igramo ovo, brate, ja to ću postaviti.
Hey, look who's back. You find what you're looking for?
Yes.
I did. One step closer to taking the fight to the zeniths.
Can't wait.
You still sifting through loads of data?
Yeah, it's interesting. There's lots of words. I thought maybe I could try finding things with more, pictures in it. Not much luck there, but I did find out about these holofilms. Like images put together to tell a story. They were made to look like they were the real thing. The Oseram-like shows. I bet they pay a lot of shards for those hollows.
I made a new friend while I was getting ether.
Yeah, I've seen him. Katalo's a broody fella. You do know the Karjas say these Tanakh drink people's blood?
You shouldn't believe everything you hear.
Yeah. Well, I guess if you trust him, so do I.
I found out who's running the Sons of Prometheus. A woman named Asera.
Oh, no. Remember how Durval had a band of freebooters that retaliated against the Karja? She was one of them. First female tinker in the claim to run her own forge. But when her family got killed in the Red Raids, she went bad.
Real bad.
Real bad. I thought she was dead, though. Taken out by one of Murad's guys.
Pro.
Well, she's not. And she wants revenge against the Karja. We have to find out where she's operating from, and stop her.
I haven't had any luck finding someone with a focus at chain scrapes, so I'll be scouting out Barren Light next.
I'll keep tracking her lackeys out west.
We'll find her. We have to. It's thugs like her who murdered my sister.
Ekstra. Teško se nalazi, brate.
How are things going around here?
Hey, you tell me. Varl's new girlfriend tried to kill me earlier.
Yeah.
What did you do?
I made one joke about how they, eat grass a lot. How does anyone fight with nothing but tree leaves in their stomach anyway?
From the looks of it, the Utaru.
Yeah, well, I wasn't expecting her to be that fast.
Just try not to get hurt. I better get going.
All right. I'll be here if you need me.
Znači, kod njega ima, otvorilo se da se igra.
How do I
Strike ima da se igra.
I will.
Vidimo što se kaže ona. Ovaj Erand je smaro. Zo!
Aloy, you found another one of Gaia's sub-functions?
Yes,
Two down, one to go.
I'm glad her healing can continue.
Have you met Katalo yet?
Yes, but he has kept to himself. Tenakth don't have much use for us outsiders. You must have made quite the impression for him to offer his fealty.
Found anything else combing through that data?
Varl and I have been looking into the animals of the old world. Apparently there used to be thousands more species roaming around than there are today. Can you imagine that? I'd give anything to see them, even as holograms. Though I know that without Artemis or Apollo, that may prove difficult. At least I can find comfort in knowing Gaia used many of them as inspiration for her machines. Her memory honors them.
No.
Are you guys training with Erend as well?
If you count trying to stick a spear in his gut as training, then yes.
I've been told. Please tell me you weren't being serious, though.
Of course not.
Good.
I was going for a couple of broken bones. He called the Utaru leaf grazers. Laughed at the idea of us simple farmers being formidable fighters. Before I knew it, he and I were battling it out in the common room. The man is slow, but he can throw a hammer around. Don't look so worried. We're evenly matched. For now. Next time he's going down like a load of boar dump.
Just try not to kill each other.
Injuring his pride should be good enough.
I better get going.
Right. You've got that sub-function to deliver.
Šio mi se malo ovaj font. Da ga stavim na punjak. To. Da vidimo što još ima novo. Hvala vam ljudi za ovaj keš. Dobro. Evo ovdje je kopio da njeno iz prvog dela. To je sabitno da vidim dobro. Jeste ovo dva lika. Hehe. Da vidim da sam je vas. Da samo da znate. Da. Morat će da ste malo pri roamingu. Gdje je ona mučenica jada, moj klon, brate? Svi smo klonovi od Elizabeth Tobek.
Tenakth equipment. Katala must have moved his stuff in.
A da, ovdje će da budemo svi, brate, na kraju izgleda. Evo.
The rebels seem to be retreating. Good. Aloy.
It's good to see you. I'm guessing you've got a lot of questions?
I've been told of our enemy and their intentions. Your friends showed me to the vision you keep in this place. Gaia, and explained the situation surrounding the other you. They gave me this focus as well. I don't pretend to fully understand everything, but all I really need to know is where to train and when to fight.
Welcome to the team, then.
Dima, stine, pitanja I pitanja.
What are you looking at over there?
The others have been helping me decipher the symbols the focus shows me. So, I thought I'd try to understand the weapon you intend to use against the enemy. This Hephaestus. It will be able to make machines that answer to Gaia?
Yes.
How many?
As many as we need.
Such power. Has the world ever seen the like?
You said you were training with the Focus?
That's right. I've been watching holograms of your first fight with the Zenith Spectres. They are faster and more agile than any machines I've faced before. How many do the Zeniths have?
I'm not sure.
Probably a lot.
Probably a lot.
I would not wish to face them en masse.
I'm with you there.
Upoznam. Da, ono vrste koje treba tek da se nađe.
Must be strange, seeing everything through a Focus now.
I can see machines like never before.
Da, sad ja vidi delove.
Their strengths and weaknesses simply reveal themselves to me. To think that such a tiny object might be the most powerful weapon I've ever possessed.
Da, computer, Focus. Pazi,
Getting
dalje.
ether out of the grove made for quite a spectacle.
One that showed the entire tribe that Hikaro's mission for peace is the correct path, for it is now blessed by the Ten themselves.
Anything else you've been looking at with that Focus?
Gaia showed me the knowledge you recovered out in the desert. I am no chaplain, but I'd be curious to test if something I read is true.
What is it?
The Old Ones believed one could hear the great waters, even in the middle of the desert, if you carried the carcass of a water animal with you. They called them seashells.
That sounds kind of gross. Now that you know who the enemy is, do you have any questions?
I'll admit, I find them hard to grasp. From the heavens. And invulnerable.
For now.
I will leave the strategy to you. I trust you will point my blade where it will cut the deepest.
I heard my friend Talana came by the base. Did you get a chance to meet her?
Briefly. A bold woman going into Tenakth territory with that Karja armor of hers. She'll be lucky if my people don't shoot her on sight.
She'll be careful. She's just looking for someone who might need her help.
Whoever it is, they better be worth dying for.
Uglavnom igram, streamujem preko kompa, a igram na Sony. Jer mi je kompjuter dosta star iz 2012. Imam 1 giga, brate, grafiku, 8 giga DDR3, 6600 je grafika HD. Procesor je, kako se više zove, stari oni nazivi na 2 i nešto. Tako da bih mogao to da igram, morao bih novi neki komp da kupim, jer ne mogu da igram neke igrice i da streamujem u isto vreme, kočit će mi. Tako da ovo sad bukvalno streamujem sliku kao film da streamujem, jer igram sa PlayStationa, a slika ide, brate, preko kompa samo. Znači komp bukvalno mi samo služi sad za streamovanje, a PlayStation gura igrice.
You've had some time with the team now. Any thoughts?
I admit I was surprised to see Nutaru here. Farmers don't make for effective soldiers.
I'm told she rallied some in her tribe against the Karja, and fought all the way to Barren Light.
Interesting. Perhaps I am mistaken.
Have you had a chance to speak with Varl?
Briefly. He fought well against Regala's troops at Barren Light. Are all Nora as skilled as the two of you?
I'm not exactly one of them. But anyway, the Nora can hold their own. They managed to push the Karja from their lands.
I thought my tribe was the only one to have done that. Impressive.
Does it still hurt?
It comes and goes. I try not to think about it, but its absence is always present for me. It's difficult to explain.
I can't claim to understand. Only empathize.
Then you have my thanks.
When we were at the bulwark, the guard said something about the wings of the Ten. Hikaru also mentioned it at the cool route. Deca, too. What does it mean?
The visions tell us that the Ten flew on great metal machines with wings and leapt into battle from the sky. For us, to imitate this feat is the ultimate expression of martial prowess, and it is why the challengers leap into the arena during the cool route. Many times I imagined it as a child. The feeling of freedom and the awe it must have inspired.
You said the bulwark was your home a long time ago. That you were part of the Sky Clan.
Yes.
Bili su neki koji su gledali, evo pa ono.
Fine, as you wish.
Ne
My
stigne
parents
svi da
were killed in
dođu.
a clan skirmish, so I was raised by my squad. As I grew older, I came to be known as an accomplished fighter. Tekote took a special interest in me. I fought by his side against the Karja, and led my squad on a dangerous climb into the dawn. It was I who opened the gates at Barren Light
Ne znaju kad
from the
streamujem.
east side.
Niti ja kažem, ono, ja bukvalno ono kad imam vremena,
That
ja
must have
uzem
gotten you
igram.
some attention.
Indeed.
Kao sad, evo, za 3 sata treba da sam
I
na
was
poslu.
welcomed home as a hero, and I was content.
Then why'd you leave?
I became a marshal.
Why did you leave the Sky Clan to become a marshal?
I was sent to the Kulrut by Tekote. Back then, I would have obeyed his every order. I believed in him, like one would a father. I was too blind to see the fear in his eyes. Fear of a rising young warrior challenging his command of the clan. I returned a hero from the battle at Barren Light. But to him, I was only a threat. Never occurred to him that I had no interest in rising above my station.
Im jasno kako im nije zima ovim, brate.
Why did Tekote think you wouldn't be a threat to him if he sent you to the cool route?
Tekote knew that if I survived the Kulrut, I'd be forced to forsake the clan to serve the Tanakh as a whole. I'd never be allowed to challenge his command, even if I wanted to. After our victory at Barren Light, Tekote spoke to our people, said it would be selfish to rob Hikaru and the marshals of a warrior like myself, even though he knew perfectly well I had no intention of ever leaving. It was
U
exile,
prvom delu, ono, na snegu je banuk,
guised
brate, oni
as an
su
honor.
obučeni, ono, za sneg, u kulu.
One he knew I couldn't refuse. So I became a marshal, and never looked back.
I'm sorry you had to go through that.
I am not. Though it pained me at the time, a marshal is what I was destined to be.
What did Chief Hikaru say when you told him he'd be joining me here?
You spilt rebel blood at the Grove, and helped reunite the clans. There was little more to be said. He understood.
Well, I'm honored he lent me his best marshal. At least for a little while.
Indeed.
I should get going.
Back to my training, then.
Da vidim što ona mučenica u podrumu radi, katastrofa. Beše, nije ovdje, ovdje je moje mjesto. Moja nožaka. Token za prolaz. Da, imao je dosta jer imao je ekstra, imao je jako burnu prošlost. I sve mu je ovo novo. Prvi put video ovo sve, brate, i saznao istinu o čemu se radi s njim. Jer dosta ovdje, brate, nemaju pojma ono o čemu se radi, od ovih ljudi, ono. Sad tipa u prvom delu mislili su da je bog, boginja ona vrata, brate, hologram, razumiješ? Beše, ovo je negdje dole, beše. Da, evo ovdje.
It's locked. Well, I guess Rita wants her privacy for now. Wonder if Varl's in there with her.
Ne. Zaključala se, evo. Ništa, idemo da ubacimo kod u Gaja. Da i damo još jedan subrutinski program. Sad će bude zanimljiva priča. Evo je Gaja.
Aloy, I'm glad you have returned, and I see you have recovered Ether.
Yes, Gaja. Evo.
Aloy, can you come downstairs? Beta has something you need to hear.
Okay. I'll be right down.
Aloy, I have managed to unlock additional rooms within the facility.
Got it. Hey, Gaia. I'm back.
So I see what is on your mind.
Vjerovatno isto pitanje, ovo. To. Evo ga.
You mentioned that the superstorms have subsided. Is that Ether at work?
Yes. Thanks to Ether's capabilities, weather patterns in the local region should mostly stabilize for the time being.
That'll be a relief for the Tenakth. One of their villages is still recovering after a mudslide caused the whole place to flood.
I will continue to stabilize the atmosphere for as long as I can.
Why did Ether take up residence in an ancient war museum?
As with the other subordinate functions, Ether needed to install itself on a processor with adequate storage and power. One in the museum appears to have been sufficient, given that the holographic displays were still active.
So Ether was assured it could stay for as long as it needed to.
Correct. Though it is curious that it chose a place surrounded with the ancient ruins of aircraft.
Maybe it also felt at home there. How's Kotallo doing?
I have detected that the loss of his arm still deeply pains him. In an effort to remedy this, I have discussed a potential solution with him. I believe he will want to fill you in on the details.
A solution? I'll check in with him when I can, then. So there's a few people here now, and they're learning. All about you, the ancient world. Almost like what was supposed to happen before Apollo was purged.
Yes. While the loss of the Apollo database was catastrophic, there is still much that can be gleaned from the data you have uncovered. For instance, Varl has been reviewing the last recorded entries from those who perished during the Pharaoh Plague. Hearing their hopes and fears made him quite somber.
Anything I should be worried about?
I do not believe so. I have elected not to intervene, to allow him to process this on his own terms.
The processor Ether was installed on was part of an ancient war museum, a memorial to something called the Hot Zone Crisis. Do you know anything about it?
My knowledge of historical events was unfortunately lost with the Apollo database. However, climate data indicates a peak in regional temperatures in the 2030s. Such conditions would see extreme, prolonged droughts, an increase in dust storms, and a loss of habitable landmass.
But they wouldn't have built a museum in the middle of a wasteland. So I guess things got better eventually.
Yes. Data suggests that temperatures returned to average levels in the clawback era of the 2040s.
There was an ancient tank embedded in the bulwark, buried under a bunch of boulders. Any idea how it got there?
During the Pharaoh Plague, the US military resumed the use of human combatants, as automated machinery was unreliable. It is possible the vehicle was part of a pre-automated war fleet.
So they fought against the Pharaoh machines in the valley, until the mountain was blasted apart and buried them. I should be going.
Goodbye, Aloy.
Goodbye. Evo je ova mučenica u podrumu. Da, ja ću sad za koji minut da završim samo ovu priču, tamo do 3.
Hi! Happy birthday,
Hey, I'm
Isaac.
just like
Daddy sure does love his little
the
big
big
man.
man. To je
She
prvi
found that
hologram.
recording from the data on your focus.
Prvi hologram koji je
She's
ikad
been
Aloy
watching a
vidjela.
lot. I think it helps calm her.
Da ćeš sa ovog holograma,
You know, I
brate,
used to
prvi
watch
deo.
this a lot too. Whenever I wanted to take my mind off things.
Daddy sure does love his little big...
But there's something you need to tell me?
While you were gone, I came down here to check on her. Then we started talking. Right, Beta? She's been thinking about how to capture Hephaestus, studying the data Gaia gave her. But we started talking about some other stuff. You know, just getting to know each other, right? And then she told me that one of the Zeniths might be different from the others.
Tilda. You saw her at the Hades Proving Lab.
Go on.
On the way to Earth, the Zeniths never showed their faces. My servitor caretaker referred to them as my benefactors, and promised I'd meet them someday, when I had learned enough.
And then?
One day, a data channel opened in my training interface. In it, Tilda was waiting for me, in a virtual replica of a house on a cliff, overlooking the ocean. It was beautiful. She showed me paintings, books, media files. We met there in secret many times. But a few months later, it stopped.
Can you tell us why, Beta?
I found some data about Tilda at the Hades Proving Lab. I think she was the liaison between Far Zenith and Zero Dawn. She knew Elizabeth Sobek, that's for sure.
Maybe that's why she reached out to you?
What was that?
What else can you tell us about Tilda?
She liked to talk about her paintings.
What about herself? Did she ever talk about her life on Earth, how she joined the Zeniths? Something like that?
She never said much about herself, and she hated it when I asked too many questions. But I think, back on Earth, she was an expert programmer, given that she built a data channel the other Zeniths couldn't detect.
Is there anything else about her that we might be able to use to our advantage?
She was the first real person who ever bothered to speak to me. I wasn't really assessing her for strengths and weaknesses.
You said that Tilda reached out to you using a data channel?
It appeared in my training interface as another assignment. When I opened it, there were a series of intermittent glitches. I realized they formed a transpositional cipher. Instructions on how to open up a new virtual space. When I entered it, my training interface disappeared. Instead of the usual holographic teachers and files, I was in a perfect recreation of her home. And you're sure the other Zeniths never knew about it? To them, it looked like I was still in training. Toiling away. Alone.
Jadno opet.
So this secret virtual space looked like a house with an ocean view?
I could see whitecaps and hear waves crashing on rocks below. And there were gulls crying outside. Inside, Tilda had frames that showed off her favorite paintings, changing at intervals to match the light. There was an armchair she liked. She'd sit there and gaze outside while I looked through her things. We spent hours in that house. I never wanted to leave.
Jadno.
You said Tilda showed you paintings and let you access media files?
Every time we met, she showed me a new painting. I think she was Dutch. All of her favorite pieces were from their golden age in the 1600s. Portraits, allegories, ships at sea. She had so many.
They didn't interest you?
I liked her media portal. It had so much more than my training interface. Clips, shows, holos. My favorite was this one called Second Time Around, about a family whose kid comes back after disappearing during the Hot Zone crisis.
Right, but did this portal have anything about the Zeniths themselves? Anything we could use?
No. Any information about them was redacted.
So Tilda set up a secret virtual space where she could talk to you, a house on a cliff. Then later, she cut you off. But other than the fact that Tilda knew Elizabeth, you don't know why she did those things?
I don't! Okay? I thought of every possible reason that would make her leave, but whatever I did wrong, I don't know what it is. When I finally met the others, she ignored me. Acted like the data channel never existed. None of this even matters. Tilda's the same as the others. It won't help us defeat them.
Okay. Let's leave it at that then.
What's wrong?
I'm trying, Varl. But she is tough to take. I'm out there in the wilds, risking my life every day, and all she can do is hide in there and tell us how hopeless it all is. I'm sorry, she's had a rough time, but she is really not helping right now.
You always seem to be on top of everything, so I sometimes forget about what you've been through. I mean, it wasn't that long ago you were so banged up you couldn't even walk. About that. When I pulled you out of the water back near the proving lab, you were muttering Rost's name. You never talk about him. But he raised you, trained you. You must miss him a lot.
Of course I do. But I don't have time to think about that now. I need to get back out there.
Okay. I'll keep working with Beta. Gaia says she knows a lot about Zero Dawn. And maybe she just needs some time to adjust, and then she can help us with Hephaestus.
Sure. But I won't hold my breath.
Didn't like the way you sing it.
Hey, got a sec?
Of course.
How's training?
Discovering something new about our past every day. When we first met, you asked me if I ever wondered what this world looked like when the old ones lived here. I thought it was strange at the time, but a lot has changed since I left the Embrace. Now I'm just trying to make sense of everything I thought I knew and versus everything I know now.
The change is hard, but it gets easier over time. You feeling okay?
I was just thinking about Beta and all that time spent with the Zeniths. To think someone would make a person just to lock them in a room to use when needed, like some sort of tool. Elizabeth Sobek sacrificed herself for the world, and yet they have no trouble treating Beta like a slave.
Another reason we have to stop them. It's hard to believe we're dealing with the original Zeniths. The same ones that left for Sirius 1,000 years ago.
To live on for so long, it doesn't seem natural.
Because it's not.
That weapon we found where Beta was hiding, any chance we can use that against them?
Sylens made sure that wasn't an option.
Why would he build something to hurt Far's Zenith, yet allow them to capture you?
With Sylens, there's always an angle. We just don't know what it is yet. What do you make of this Tilda that Beta was talking about?
Well, the way she described it, I can't shake off the feeling that Tilda wanted something from Beta. Maybe because she's Elizabeth Sobek's clone? But whatever she wanted, I don't think she got it. If we knew what it was, maybe we could use it to our advantage somehow.
I don't know. I don't think Tilda and Elizabeth were on the best of terms.
Oh well. At least we can take some comfort in knowing the Zeniths don't trust each other.
Maybe. Did Kotallo find his way here?
Zoe picked out a room for him. He's kept to himself for the most part.
He's not much of a talker.
So I've noticed. Tried paying my respects for those who fell when we were ambushed at the embassy. Told him I'd never seen anyone throw themselves at a machine like he did. He said a warrior shouldn't be praised for fulfilling their duty. For a second I thought I was talking to my mother. Never thought a Tenakth and a Nora war chief could have so much in common.
You brought up Rost before. I do think about him. You know, he was all I had. And he brought me up the best he could. Not only that, when Hades discovered who I was and sent the Eclipse after me, he sacrificed himself so I could survive. But that seems like ages ago. So much has happened since. What I'm doing now, I don't think he could even begin to understand it. The Sacred Lands were all he really knew. So I can't let myself dwell on him. Not with everything I have to do.
I understand. Sometimes when I think about my sister, about what she would have become if she had survived the Proving, it hurts. And I just need to bury it for a while. But only for a while, Aloy. You can't ignore it forever. Memories always come back. The ones that matter, anyway.
I know. But for now, the mission has to come first.
Fair enough.
I should get back out there.
We'll be here if you need us.
Što se tiče ovog Rosta, pogledaj auto. Ti poznat outfit.
Oh, looks like I can open that door now.
The old ones like to dance.
Well, they didn't have two left feet, like I do.
I could teach you.
Don't tempt me.
Find a forge, find an inn.
Rost je nosio ovo što ona sad ima.
Aloy.
Hey, how's everything going?
I am well, but Varl told me Beta's having a hard time adjusting to life here with us. I wish there was something I could do to help.
I'm not sure any of us can.
A tree won't bear fruit in a day. We'll do our best to make her feel welcome.
To bi bilo vrhunski, ono da nije on gurnuo ono glavonju, vrati, da je poginuo dole. U onoj eksploziji kad je nju spasio. A možda ono, možda, ne znam, možda je ostao živ jer nismo vidjeli šta se desilo. A nije hteo sa njom da ima ništa jer je ispunio svoju dužnost. Jer on je ono u tripu teškom, vrati.
What are you going to learn next?
I'm not sure. I asked Gaia for suggestions, and she brought up data you found on something called a museum? From what I gather, the old ones would store knowledge in them for all to see and learn from, like you've done here for us. Maybe one day more people will be able to use this place to learn the way we have.
That sounds crowded, but nice.
Ross je nosio ovo što ona sad nosi.
The Zeniths did a number on Beta. But she seems to trust Varl.
I still can't believe she told him the Zeniths are immortals. Old ones who cut themselves off from the cycle of life and decay. I've never heard of anything so selfish. To deny our dying bodies to the earth. To doom the life that would bloom in their place. It's despicable.
Is there anything I can help with around here?
Oh, no. We're doing fine.
Are you okay?
You and Varl have been friends for a while.
I like to think so.
I was wondering, what do you know about his mother?
Oh.
That bad, huh?
Why do you want to know?
He's spoken of his sister, Vala, but I noticed he avoids talking about his mother.
She's the war chief of the Nora. Best warrior the tribe's ever known. Tougher than a Thunderjaw, but she could be pretty harsh at times.
I see. That must have been hard on him. Thank you for telling me. I feel silly not being able to ask Varl directly.
I wouldn't worry about it. He's probably afraid Sona will scare you off someday.
I'd like to see her try.
I should get going.
Good luck on your search.
Pazi, s ovim fokusima sad svi, brate, ono, uče, brate, kao što i trebalo na početku. Da se nije te para umeša. Otvorila mi se nova vratanca kao neka prostorija za...
The door's unlocked now. There's a lot of equipment in here. Gaia, what was all this for? According to this console, there are still thousands of plant samples stored deep below the facility. I could ask Gaia about them the next time I talk to her.
I've been tackling the design of the Ag Lab. Place is gonna have a lot of seed stock to work with. My favorite? Sample 626.
Dobio sam to jer sam preordovo igricu.
Crown flower. We used to have one in our backyard. Butterflies always fluttering around. Every morning, August would run out there to check under the leaves. See if any caterpillars turned into chrysalises. Now, I'd like to imagine that the future will be filled with them.
Pitamo Gaju za ovu sobu.
The old ones cut off livestock a little too much for my liking.
Some of them ate more like the Utari. Called
Ovdje se ništa nije menjalo.
vegetarian.
Samo ovog šatla.
Hi, Gaia.
Hello, Aloy.
The Zeniths. Gerard, Eric, Tilda, Verbena. Beta said they were some of the most powerful people on Earth. I think Elizabeth knew one of them.
Preordovo sam mjesec
Did
dana
she ever
pre.
mention her to you?
No. Elizabeth often spoke of her work, or told stories of her mother and her childhood. If she knew this Tilda, she did not disclose it with me. What we can conclude from your and Beta's experiences is that the Zeniths are ruthless in pursuit of their goal. To protect life on Earth, they must be stopped.
So I talked to Beta. Didn't learn much.
It seems to me you did. From what she describes, the Zeniths controlled every aspect of her life, even as they shunned her. This Tilda was the first person she ever had contact with. An abrupt severance of such a relationship would be very emotionally damaging.
Yeah, I guess you're right. I found some data in one of the rooms you unlocked. It mentioned that there are still functional seed banks beneath this facility. Why is it there?
My predecessor was tasked with reconstituting the biosphere with primary and secondary plant species. Had everything gone according to plan, humans would have eventually been able to introduce tertiary species, including new crops.
Can we access them now?
Unfortunately, it will have to wait. I require control over the machines in order to access and distribute the preserved seed stock.
And for that we need Hephaestus. It's something to look into later then. I guess I should get going.
As you say.
Evo ja samo da snimim. Samo da snimim da izađem odavde i to je to.
I just don't get this last part.
Maybe we can look at it together later. Have a
Ove ćemo da snimimo. Ne, još da prihvatim. Ali morat.
Looks like Zoe started a garden out here. The snowfall is blanketing the land.
Ova napravi ovdje sve i svašta. Evo, to može da se snimi. To je to. Isto, brate moj, hvala ti što si bio ovo vreme sad. Ti prati ovo dok smo igrali. Tako da ću sutra verovatno nastaviti u isto vreme. Isto, hvala ti još jednom, pa se vidimo. Pa, ako ne budem igrao sa momcima ovaj Fortnite, ako budem završio negdje tako oko 10, 11, 12, ali ono, vidjet ću, izaći ću s trovom. Ništa, vidimo se.